Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. It's the Kevin Jackson Show. KJRadio.com, 844-551-8255. So we've discussed a lot today already in the third hour of the program. Love the fact that you're here. I want to give a quick shout out to the people of Texas. My family is there. One of my sons is in Austin. They're getting beat up pretty good. Another's in Dallas. They're not struggling too bad there. But my family in Houston is being overwrought with floodwater, and lots of my friends that live in Houston. And my heart goes out to them because I know that area of the country very well, having grown up there and run my business from there. I had an office in Houston, offices in Dallas, Austin, and various other places around the TOLA, Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas area. And I know how easily those floods occur. And I watched over the weekend as the floodwaters kept, going up and receding a little bit, and how those bands of the remnants of Harvey are creating havoc. And it just, my heart goes out to them because you're so helpless. Unless you are prepared for that, there's just no way. It's a feeling of just utter despair. Think about it. You have no electricity, no food. You probably don't have a boat. In that area of the country, seriously, these people need to have rubber rafts. They need to have emergency stores of food that they keep up top, that they can mix up and things like this. They need emergency generators, again, out of reach. And they need to be able to just zip out, either through oar or a small little motor that they can maneuver. Because I'm telling you, the water there is high, and it's only going to get higher. That storm over the weekend was just sitting over Texas. So it's just awful. And I can't wait for it to go down and things to go back to normal, because it's just I've been in that situation of helplessness, and it's no fun. The other thing we talked about was the Mayweather-McGregor fight. And I know, people go, Kevin, that's not politics. I'm not one-dimensional. I don't have to just talk politics. But it is political of sorts. It's Hillary Clinton was McGregor, and she called out Donald Trump, who was Mayweather. By the way, Mayweather said of Trump, before the election, he was one of the black dudes who went on record and said Donald Trump wants to make America great again. He got it. And you want to know why Mayweather got it? Because he's a smart kid. He watched his uncle and his dad, both of whom I think had been in prison, good fighters, street fighters. He watched them blow their careers, and he also watched their craft, and he learned that craft from a very early age. I admire this kid for that. Do I admire everything he does? Am I happy to know that Mayweather is a spousal abuser? The answer is no. But is he the only one? So, but that wasn't the point of it. The point of it is that he is a pugilist, and he learned it from an early age. He learned from the mistakes of his dad, not all of them, but he learned from many of them, and he, grew up to take that craft and make himself an amazing living. And I hope that his kids will carry on the legacy of achievement of the Mayweather family, because that's how we break this cycle of poverty and the cycle of violence. And I hope Mayweather gets help for that stuff. What is this kid seeing growing up with parents, like with his father and his uncle, like he did? I mean, I'm glad they taught him a craft that he took to heart, and he did something meaningful, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do. This is a guy that was 2 years retired, 40 years old, and a young 29-year-old Irishman who's in a completely different sport says, I want to challenge you. Now, Mayweather's a businessman, and just to put it in kind of political perspective, and so he gets challenged to come run against McGregor and I'm going to make this politics. I want you to think Hillary Clinton is McGregor and Donald Trump is Mayweather. He's retired. He's not worrying about anything. He's just out there making money, and somebody says, "No, I can come into your work and I can do better." And Mayweather goes, "You're out of your mind. You can't do it. I'm a pure boxer. That's all I do. I don't worry about kicking. I don't worry about anything except punching. And I am an expert." And McGregor comes in and goes, "No, you're not. I can beat you. I'm a journeyman boxer, a hell of a fighter in MMA, but a journeyman boxer. And I'm going to come into your wheelhouse and I'm going to defeat you. And Mayweather says, no, you're not. And he proved it. And all the naysayers are, oh, you don't know Colin McGregor, Kevin. He's really amazing. He's always confounded the experts. He wasn't going to confound this expert. I predicted he's going to get his butt kicked. And all the people are, well, he came in and he fought the best guy in the world, and it took 10 rounds for him to get knocked out. That's your thing? This guy barely put his hands on Mayweather. And Mayweather could have knocked him out in the 5th round. And everybody, oh, he just, you know, and well, Colin McGregor, at least he's not a wife beater. Oh, really? That's your rationale for him getting his butt kicked after calling out a guy who's 40 years old, 2 years into retirement, and you got a 29-year-old in the prime of his career who calls him out, gets his butt kicked, and you want to make excuses? Look, if you're one of those folks, let me tell you what you are. You are flirting with leftism. That's what you're doing. You should. The obvious is there. This is a guy who honed his skill to be considered one of the best pound-for-pound boxers in the history of the sport. And some ingenue comes along and everybody goes, oh, well, he's going to beat him. Well, let me tell you something. I know it seems opposite in the sense of Donald Trump would be McGregor, and he's coming into Mayweather's wheelhouse. But it isn't the case. Donald Trump the politics is business. It should be run like a business. It is the business of the people. And we've been employing McGregors, posers who believe they understand the business of politics when they do not. Donald Trump comes in and he sets the stage for what should be the business of politics, and we have nothing but naysayers, nothing but challengers to him all day long. He can't do this. He's no good. He's not going to make that happen. Yeah, he will. He's going to prove to you that he's been doing this a long time, and though he's retired from business and made it into politics, it is the business of politics. And he's going to show people that you aren't going to challenge him and just expect to walk out unscathed. So I say to this, in comparison, we've only gone 3 rounds, and the left believes they're beating Trump. Wait till the 5th round when they get that look in their eye that McGregor had when he knew Mayweather is going to take him apart and could have done it at any time. That's the look you want. And I want the left to feel that look every time they confront us. I want them to see that look. I want to see that look in their eye of, oh, crap, I shouldn't have picked that fight.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful 4-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville, can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanyourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.